How's it going, everyone? This is Josh from Blue Media Online, and today I bring you a very interesting topic: advertising. Specifically, I want to talk about what are some of the strategies, what are some of the implementations, and the most effective tactics, the nitty gritty that we've been implementing in order to help our clients just generate an insane amount of revenue, making sure that we're bringing them more consistency in their leads process and really just increasing their sales overall. Now, keep in mind, I focus specifically on helping plastic surgeons and medical spas, even though we've also helped other type of businesses. Take this with a grain of salt that everything we're talking about here is after spending millions of dollars helping medical spas and plastic surgeons specifically. The first thing, video has dramatically outperformed images and even pictures. At this point where everything is mostly video content, think about TikTok, think about Instagram Reels, where they get way more engagement compared to just regular posts on Facebook or even Instagram. Focusing on video and pivoting more towards that is way more engaging. We've noticed that people stay longer to watch videos, especially if you're catering towards the platform's format. You're gonna see a lot of success. Think about how TikTok started. It started as a dancing app, people singing, and nowadays you see a lot of different businesses that are getting really creative, just putting content out there using the exact same music, or even just educating their audience in front of a camera, giving value, making sure that they stay consistent as platforms change, right? It's all about really optimizing and making sure you stay up to date instead of just doing the same things as years go by, and the things that used to work now will not work as well. So it's just good practice to make sure that you're really optimizing and implementing what works best nowadays. Finding number two, it's okay if you're spending more money to generate a higher quality lead. What do I mean by that specifically? Nowadays, there's a lot of different ways that you can start attracting leads. You have lead forms, you have external lead forms, you have people that go to the website. But we found that the more you qualify and screen these leads, the better overall, even if you're paying a higher price. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the quantity of leads you're generating, but about the quality. I would rather help a business owner that's struggling to get good quality leads, where I'm getting them 10 leads per month, but I know that 6 of those are converting, right? Than just getting 500 leads in 1 month and know that 6 people in total are converting, right? Even though it's the same number, there's a dramatic difference on the percentage of conversions and on the revenue that you're gonna be generating overall. Because if you're spending so much more to generate such little results, the math is not gonna work out, and it's gonna be cost and decline a lot, where you could be way more strategic, much more intentional, and start generating higher quality leads at a much lower price, even though it may be more expensive per lead, if that makes sense. So make sure that you're really taking the time to build an optimal lead form where you're asking very specific questions, you're being very intentional with those questions that you're asking, instead of just focusing solely on numbers and not on appointments booked, for example. Finding number 3, your creatives and your copywriting are going to do most of the heavy lifting. Now, why is this important? Right now, we're living in an age where everyone wants to advertise, but they want to do the minimum amount of work. You see a lot of stock images, you see a lot of people just copy and pasting, or even copying other people just because they see an ad online. If you really want to stand out in this 3-second world, one of the best things you can do is really get to know your core audience. And obviously, copywriting plays a huge part in there, doing some market research so you can talk directly to the person you're advertising to. And this also connects to the initial point, to point number 1 that I made, where videos tend to outperform images and pictures. So make sure that you invest into video content. Even if you're camera shy, if you could get someone from your team to help out with that, you could start by recording videos that are within 15 to 60 seconds long, where you're just answering a question, providing information, but really connecting with that person in a one-to-one level. Just remember that you're doing this because you want to improve your advertising campaigns. And if you do, it's gonna pay off big time. Number 4, retargeting ads. One of my favorite type of advertising campaigns. The cool thing about retargeting is that there's a lot of different ways how you can leverage retargeting ads. For example, you could retarget people from your email list. You can retarget people from your website, specifically people that spend a certain amount of time on your site, as well as people visiting specific sites or specific pages, within your website. So for example, if you're interested in targeting someone that's interested in liposuction, you could, with the Facebook pixel, retarget people that landed on your liposuction page. So now you're creating that stickiness where people remember you because they just left your site, and you get to show them the type of ads regarding the service or product they're interested in. There's also social media retargeting, which I highly recommend, because if you already have a very engaging page and you have a lot of followers, for example, you can start by retargeting people that are following you, people that are engaging, meaning people that comment on your posts, people that are liking your content, people that are watching your reels or watching your videos, people that are watching your stories, even those that are landing on your Instagram or Facebook page. You can get to retarget them. So you know they're kind of sneaking around, paying attention to what you're posting, but maybe they still don't engage for whatever reason, right? This is a great way to stay top of mind. And if you're consistently retargeting correctly, you get to further build trust and rapport with an audience of people that wants to know more about you, that gets to engage because they're interested, or maybe they want to learn a little bit more about you. So make sure that you're always running retargeting campaigns no matter what. Even if it's a low budget, consider these type of campaigns. Last but not least, our final point here, you always want to be switching up your ad campaigns. I'm talking about the copy, creative. I'm talking about the way you target people as well. You always want to make sure that you have fresh new content out, that you have different hooks, different angles that you're testing or optimizing for. Not the same ad running for months or years even, where, to be honest, I've seen a lot of people do that, but it's really good practice to freshen things up. Keep in mind, the more time an ad stays static, it stays stagnant in there, costs tend to increase dramatically. So you're actually going to be penalized by paying 2 to 3 times, if not even more, the amount of money you used to pay per lead, per sale, per impression, per click, etc. So make sure that you're always switching up your ads. Again, you're always coming up with new angles, new creatives, new pieces of copy, and you're going to see a lot of success with your Facebook, Instagram, and even TikTok campaigns. There are many other lessons, many other strategies, implementations I can talk about here, but these 5, in my opinion, are some of the most important ones. So make sure that you create a checklist out of these 5, make some notes, look at your campaigns, go over it, make the changes, and I can assure you, you're going to improve dramatically the results you generate with your advertising campaigns, regardless of the platform you're using. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. I'd be more than happy to answer those. And feel free to subscribe. Feel free to like the video, comment below. I really appreciate all your guys' support, and I'll see you in the next video.